Hello and welcome. It's Saturday Night Football. Dennis Cometti speaking. Tonight's blockbuster is being held at the MCG. It's good to be back. Boy, did I miss it here in Melbourne. Accompanying me is Matthew Richardson.
Yes, thanks, Dan. An absolute pleasure to be here tonight for the big game.
The two teams to be mixing it up this evening are Hawthorn and the Crows. A big roar. Adelaide enter the arena. The Hawks lifted by the noise of the crowd as they make their way onto the ground. Umpire tosses the coin. Round 13, a diet of interstate travel for, well, they say patience is a virtue, but if we wait any longer for the siren to kick things off, I'm sure this crowd will get a little unruly and maybe take matters into their own hands. The players contest the first bounce.
Love is playing every game as if it's your last.
Great bounce. Clean tap out of the ruck. Gibbs gets a nice bump from Frawley. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. It's in the air. Jacobs sinks the long kick. That's his first. And we have the first goal of the match. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Tap to advantage. He gains possession. Crouch injured. I don't think he'll be coming back out. That was nasty stuff. Tuopolo gets the upper hand. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Good mark by Bruce. Gets boot to high. Great mark. Looks like he panicked there. Sloan wins the marking contest. A lovely drop pass. Marks. Sends the Sharon on its way. Nice mark under pressure.
Jacobs is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Gibbs with the shot.
Burton, feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away. Stratton on the ball at the moment. The bouncing ball is controlled. Handballs to the running man. He smashes and bashes it. He takes control of the loose ball. Steady hands there as he holds that one. 40 metres from home. Good drop punt by Jenkins. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. 40 metres from home. Otten likes his chances for goal. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. He sinks his first goal. That's 2 in a row for the Crows. Adelaide by 2 goals. The bounce.
McAvoy is really good at getting up in the ruck, but his directional taps need some more work. Jacobs with the football. He kicks the ball. He wins the contested mark. Burgoyne kicks it. Sloan takes a contested mark. He boots it. Laird with great hands.
Laird feeds it wide. A great effort. A desperate kick there. Frawley marks it. Kicks. Good mark by O'Brien.
O'Brien is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He gets boot to the ball. Talia having no trouble taking that one. Puts boot to ball. Mitchell marks it. He boots it. The mark will be paid.
Jams it on the boot. Nice contested mark by O'Mara. Kicks it long. Here's Richo with his stats.
Although the Hawks have had 3 handballs, the Crows are on 2, which isn't much of a difference at this stage. The Crows have 13 kicks on the board and Hawthorn have 12, fairly close if you ask me.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. Second quarter, here we go.
Develop the winning edge. Small differences in your performance can lead to large differences in your results.
Has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. Sloan threading the needle right there. Jacobs taking a chance at goal. All eyes are watching. Stratton marks. A cool, calm head, clearing it out of defence. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 45 metres out. Going for goal number 1. Chalk up a goal for Adelaide. Gibbs getting his first right there. Adelaide by 3 goals.
Gibbs is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
And there's the bounce. Jacobs with the hit. He gets his hands on the footy. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Smith with no time to delay with that kick. Kicked by Crouch. Nice mark under pressure. Bumps the pigskin. Snatches at it and drops it. He's as twitchy as a frog in a blender. Henderson, I've got no idea how he managed to get that out. Jams it on the boot. That kick was asking a bit much of Brown. Oh, that's just giving the ball away.
Shields is just one of the best taggers in the game. He just doesn't give his opponent any room to move. They know that they'll be lucky to have a handful of possessions by the end of the game. Jacobs with the spoil. Burton with the kick. Puopolo charges in with the bump. Mitchell kicks it long. It's a mark. Birchall boots it.
Gathers the ball, gets his first possession of the match. Advantage, says the umpire. Atkins presents and takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. Laird takes the mark. Kicks it. Kicked in a flurry. Clean tap by Langford. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. He gives the ball away. Stratton gains possession through the interception. Tapped by Gibbs. Guided down nicely by Shields. Mitchell taps. Rioli gets the tap. Tapped by Rioli. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Sloan decisively. He has the ball. Intercepted. He gains possession. Sends it on its way. Birchall will be upset with that tackle, but gets the handball off. Birchall was taken high. Birchall sends the ball on its way. O'Brien claims the ball. Gets boot to leather. I guess it was worth a go. Short handball from Impey. He runs into the goal. Impey drives the ball towards goal. Impey gets the goal from a long way out. The Hawks on the scoreboard now. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Jacobs with first hands to the ball. Richo has some stats for us now.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. Adelaide was slightly ahead with 8 to 6. The stats show that both teams are practically kick for kick, with neither willing to let the other have a kicking advantage.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. It's half-time and no doubt the coach will want to have a chat to his team about their first half performance. And here we go for the second half.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
Clean tap by McAvoy. Henderson is able to grab it on the half volley. A good mark under the circumstances. Sends the Sharon on its way. Great mark over the pack. 50 metres from home. Puopolo shoots for goal. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 15 metres out. Gunston going for number 1. 2 goals will see the Hawks in the lead. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Jacobs taps. Crawley controls. Exclamation point. How about that? Gibbs mistimes the handball. Laird looking like a Manchester United player. He scoops the ball off the ground. Mitchell gets the ball. He's got the footy in his hands. Rioli sends the ball on its way. Marked by O'Brien.
O'Brien really wears his heart on his sleeve. McAvoy scoops up the ball. Head down, going for goal.
He picks up the loose ball. Adelaide sending out Cheney. Well, it'll be a ball up right near the boundary line. McAvoy got the hit out. He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. Well, he tried and he failed. We'll have a throw in. Into the game comes McAvoy. The umpire's throw is a good one. Jenkins got a fist on it. He doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, it's fair to say he doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. Intercept by Henderson. Schoenmakers nicely outclassing Jenkins. Roughhead taps. Seedsman decisively. O'Brien, cool under pressure, releases in time. Gunston aims for his man on the ground. Going for goal number 2. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal. Nothing separating these teams now.
Gunston is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion.
Punched by Jenkins. Scoops up the ball. The ball spills to Laird. A desperate kick there. Mitchell guides it. Good tap from Laird. Is in his possession. Crawley gets the ball. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. Deft touch from Atkins. Schoenmakers with the tap. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
Let's take a brief look at the stats.
Both teams near equal in terms of kicking stats. Hawthorn with 31 and the Crows with 24. It doesn't get much closer than that. Marks are fairly close on the scoreboard with the Hawks on 18 and Adelaide on 15.
Much appreciated, Richo. The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
Even when you played the game of your life, it's the feeling of teamwork that you'll remember. You'll forget the marks, the tackles and the goals, but you'll never forget your teammates.
Crowd's on for the Crows. It'll be a ball up. Jacobs without a touch. The clearance by McAvoy. Puopolo tries his luck along the ground. Intercept by Talia. Jams it on the boot. He gets above the crowd. A desperate kick there. Sloan has it. Choose to kick it. Laird claims it. Kicks. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg.
Gibbs has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. Sloan kicks the ball. Gibson with a strong mark.
Jams it on the boot. Great mark over the pack. 45 metres out. Gibbs with a pretty easy kick. A chance to add one more to his tally. Pinpoint accuracy from Gibbs. That's 2 now. He's playing well. The Crows in front, but only 1 goal the difference. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Jacobs is superb with his ruck work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. Frawley takes possession. He'll get a free kick. Sloan lining up with the goals. He kicks the ball. That's a mark. Gibbs lining up with the goals.
He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Walker intercepts the bouncing ball. He controls the bouncing ball. He hasn't seen much of the footy. He has the ball. Stratton gets the ball. And the mark will be paid. Kicked by Birchall. A mark by O'Brien.
O'Brien wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club. He slams that on the boot. A great mark under pressure. Puts boot to ball. Hardigan takes the mark.
Send the top in, big fella. Rioli with the mark. Sloan controls. Puts boot to ball. Great grab. Puts boot to ball. The match is almost over. Gibbs slams it home. The Crows have scored the last 2 goals. 2-goal lead for the Crows. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully, knocks it down in front. Real disappointment for fans of Hawthorn. Richo, any last-minute thoughts?
A very good performance. A few standout players helped them over the line in the end.
The final result, Adelaide 30 to Hawthorn 18. Well, that's it from us. Thanks for joining us, Richo.
Well, thanks for having me. That's all we have time for. We'll see you next time.